Many thanks for joining us at this time. Now, details of the news. Members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, IM, better known as the Shiite, have killed 2 police, injured 3 others in Abuja. The brawl occurred on Sunday at the Wuse area of the Federal Capital Territory during the Abayan symbolic trek observed by IM members. The spokesperson of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command the statement confirmed the incident and said members of the group attacked killed officers. He spoke. 3 officers were rushed to the hospital for medical attention after the incident. Anxious. She added that patrols were set in the incident at the of the charities provided inclusive and they said several arrests have been adding the return to the area as at it reports a press conference by the Inspector General of Police at the force headquarters. The Inspector General of Police ransom was rescue of the 20 medical students abducted in Benue State, clarifying that all victims tactfully from the abducted security operatives. It was known while receiving the 20 rescued medical students of the University of Benue State and 7 others in Abuja. He said the security and in with security agencies. Police boss added that during the operation, the police officers engaged the kidnapping in a well-coordinated manner, while the kingpin have been neutralized, while 2 other suspects have been arrested.
The successful rescue of these 20 individuals was achieved without the of any ransom. The process was possible through the support received from the Office of the NSA, activation of security network, community engagement, and of officers whose bravery and precision executing their duties are truly commendable.
The representative of the Nigerian Medical Association, the Vice University of Jazz, Chancellor University of Maiduguri, as well as the representative of the Government of Benue State Security Forces.
This opportunity to address all Nigerians, the relatives of those who have been victims of such criminal acts. We understand the anxiety and pain that we experience during these trying times. However, we urge you to cooperate with the police and other citizens when such situations arise. It is and trust that we can carry out our national mandate of securing lives and property.
The Director General of Police, however, said the for lieutenant's mission lives and properties of all Nigerians who continue to work tirelessly to maintain peace, stability, and the rule of the country. Recall that the medical students and their company kidnapped on Thursday, 15th, on the way to a medical convention. Women suspected behind that have killed 6 people, 2 rural communities of Agatu, local Benue State. Was said to have happened on Friday in Uligabwane community, where 5 persons were killed and other killed in Iwar community. A local who want his name mentioned reported the attacks are targeting rural dwellers and killing them at their farm homes. Chairman of Agatu local government area Philip Yako confirmed the incident while expressing worries over the continuous attack, noting that 1,000 people have been displaced from at least 7 villages. The Lagos State Emergency man story being by fire at Ebute Meta area of the state. Agency and Secretary Dr. Lufemi Okeosini is in a statement made available to newsmen on Okintolu said the incident happened at number 14 Okupapa of Ibadan Street, Lagos. He said the agency responded to distress call airborne. He said the fire had been due to quick intervention of the LRA, a 7th unit, the State Fire and Rescue Service, and Fire Service. Residents of a community in Zerdun State have said they are witnessing an urgent health crisis as there is a strong likelihood of an outbreak of this disease in their community. In a statement, Abdulaziz, a man and elder of Tukuru community, died. It was revealed that already some children in the community were hospitalized with the disease. In a shocking turn of events, it has been reported that 5 children have lost their lives within the span in 24 hours, all exhibiting symptoms of diphtheria. These cases raise concern families and some children. This University Teaching Hospital in Shika, while others tragically passed away in homes. The symptoms observed among the children include severe throat infections, difficulty in breathing, distinct rashes. They report children exhibiting alarming signs. We're still on to the news on TV. Coming up next. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki describes the September 21st governorship election in the state as an election good and evil. Details are out in Mark. To the break, to discuss. We are glad to have you back. Now, for more updates and latest news, please visit the website www.galaxytv.com. Connect with us on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTV News. You can follow and interact with us on our page, facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Remember to follow our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. You can also avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. If you have breaking news around you, simply share your story by sending short videos of the news on 018-6666-669. Our social media platforms are friendly and can always accommodate for and comment. The story teased earlier, Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has described the September 25th governorship election in the state as between good and evil. The governor made remarks addressing artists, which include market women, furniture makers, among others, at Oredo local government state. According to the governor, the people must ensure they come out to vote on that day, as he accused the party at a level of threat to impoverish the people of Edo State.
This election now between good and evil. So, as we done before, now no excuse. We don't know how many will be for this world. We almost reached 16,000 when collect PVC. for this world. Now we don't add almost another 1,500 on top. We go make everybody come. Because see these people they plan to do go worse past what they do for Nigeria.
For the news, as a country continues to battle the cost of living, by inflation and the insecurity across the land, Clarence and other Nigerians have emphasized the need for leaders at all levels to sit up and come up with actionable plans that will ease hunger in the land. A cross-section of clerics and other Nigerians, while speaking on the state of the nation, sideline of the convention, Nigerians have been seriously impoverished by the rate of poverty and in the land. Though that causes political instability and insecurity peculiar to Nigeria, but the issue, the speaker said the situation in the country has been worsened by lackadaisical attitude of the helms of affairs. The stressed need for leaders at all levels to look inward and mend their ways and make life inclusive for the masses, while the call of Nigerians to always look up to God at all times.
A minute ago, I just received a security report that there is crisis somewhere. But that one is because he that keepeth Israel do not sleep nor slumber. The thing is, everybody should be watchful, because when the end time, the security crisis in our nation is not peculiar to Nigeria. It's almost everywhere. It's global. But however, God is still committed to the of ever will see is the tip of the iceberg. Things may not be better but that's the truth. But the solution is for those that have Christ. Life promises to be better.
Most of us we have think can it independent of God. And they have failed very woefully. Only God can give wisdom and enable a man excel. Only God has solution to us problems that we are confused about, that we don't know what to do.
Still put it at the step of leadership. Nigeria as a country is blessed, but we don't know where we went wrong and where we are today. Such things shouldn't be happening at this time, and such things should be condemned in its entirety. But it is what it is. All right, we just pray God that God will heal this land of such vices, such dangerous situation.
Food is a basic need of living, and people work to be able to feed themselves and their families. The federal government for Nigerians to embrace farming in winning the fight against hunger is a wake-up call as Nigeria grapple with farming challenges. In this report, our correspondent Dele Fason takes a look at hunger through subsistence farming in Nigeria. The report.
Subsistence farming, as the name implies, is one of the measures most families in Nigeria now adopt as a means of solving the hunger problem by farming to feed the family, since prices of food items is at an all-time high. The chairman, Farmers Association of Nigeria, Edo North Chapter, as well as some farmers, said it is the way forward.
Talking of subsistence farming, in those days our fathers were farming, and there was no money. Everywhere you go, backyard, you drop the beef, you go to the backyard, you play all the vegetables and everything. And then nobody was thinking of the hunger. Even though that time, they were having so many wives and so many children, and yet they were.
I'm going to seriously recommend that. You'll find that if everyone have food items like yams, pepper, pop, and all the rest just around their compound, they will not need to buy those things, because right now as we speak, economy is getting hard. So when you say I'm going to depend on the money I make it may be very, very difficult.
The farmers' chairman called on Nigerian youths to take farming as a challenge in solving the food crisis in Nigeria.
Let us encourage ourselves, because when you are to subsistence farming, the value won't be much. So there are other persons who cannot farm. When they get to markets, as they went over, there is overcrowding in the market. You see some certain things we do.
Every youth, let us take it as an emergency. Every time to hold the farm. Go for if we don't, the government can provide the land for farming. Land in Nigeria is good to the company.
In the course of doing it, the lack is gone. If not gone completely, it's partially gone. And then the person will have grant to stand. That they continue. Let one stand up and be able to plant something. You have a small land at the front of your house, utilize it. You can plant fruits. At least you know you are doing it for yourself.
As food prices continue to rise in Nigeria, it is believed that the more families engage in farming, it will help in many ways to put food on the table and solve part of the hunger crisis as related to not having enough food in Nigeria. From the state, fast on reporting, Galaxy TV News.
Moving on to other stories, Nigerians are advised to consider skills acquisition as a way out of the socioeconomic challenges in the country. The call was made by the Catholic Bishop of Ekiti Diocese, Bishop Ajakaye, at the graduation of over 100 indigents trained in various handworks by the Catholic Association of Nigeria Caritas in Ekiti. Bishop Ajakaye, who was presented by Reverend Father Clement Elegbelege, observed that skill acquisition could be a way out of scarcity and help in solving the Hydra-added problem of unemployment to the country. In his speech, the senior advisor on humanitarian services of the organization, Friday Hassan, said the body aimed at investing in the future of individuals, community, and the nation as a whole. He called on government to level relevant stakeholders to empower Nigerians, as this will help fighting poverty.
Government should support agriculture.
When like that, we follow it up, because sometimes they give from the federal and it will end there. So keep that are getting, and the common people will not be beneficial. No, they will not have the intention to give them, but
similarly, the persistent rise in inflation is a theme of concern to the business community. These unabated inflationary pressure have continued to distort the economy, thereby affecting businesses and investments negatively. To cushion the impact of these perpetrated large out of 100 vulnerables with existing in Kajuru local government area and boost their trades. Stakeholders, the beneficiaries, not to squander the money. Instead, they should invest in a venture, while the beneficiary appreciate the kind gesture.
This is a time that we need to help the masses. Some of them, those people we said, are those people that are selling pepper, corn, sugarcane, groundnut, those that are dead. When you empower them, their business, and they go. And at least we have a mark 1 million for this project. We're able to give them 30 each for them to go support their small business. Because by the time they support their business, it goes a long way. And before you know, 1,000 will turn to like 20 or 30 or 50 in the next 2-3 weeks. They turn it over. So that's why we need to empower them.
This very empowerment that has just been concluded by Olakunle OA. It's a great one and a welcome idea, and going to the beneficiaries than we think, because at this point in time of hardship, no amount is total assistance and for empowerment to take up a business.
I will use it the way I'm supposed to, because honestly speaking, I never across anybody that assists me this way. It's my first time, and I really appreciate it. I utilize this the way to help me with my family.
I would like all Christians to imitate what this man is doing, because he is not on seat. He's vying for the started helping people. Talk less of those who are on the seat and they are not doing anything. I want politicians to emulate him.
I'll put it to my business. I know you will help me.
The adverse effect of climate change in the world has no doubt become a major concern to humanity following the change in weather conditions, which has been attributed to natural and human factors such as the cutting down of trees, industrial emission, deforestation, and among many other factors. Correspondent Gabriel Odia, who filed the report, took a look at the effect of climate change on agriculture and how to mitigate its effects. Report.
While food inflation is on an all-time high across Nigeria, and more people are encouraged by government to go into farming to boost food production, some experts advise farmers to shift from the old traditional ways of farming and adopt the climate-smart method of agriculture by planting crops that are drought and parasite resistant in line with the current climate in order to boost food production. The recent NIMET predictions reveal scanty rains as these would affect some crops.
We have 4 weeks of non-rainfall, and they are planted within the period, which needs rainwater. And because of absence of the rainwater, they are not as they ought to be. And two, when there is no rain, there is a tendency that pests insects will now come and eat on the crops. So the effect of this, because of non-rainfall, affects the down effect goes to the crops that we have planted.
Climate change has come to stay. So on that basis, farmers are advised to plant crops that are resistant. That is, farmers are encouraged to go into what we call climate smart agriculture. By that, we plant crops that are drought resistant, that are and crops that are resistant.
Are not coming the way they're supposed to come. We're encouraging our farmers to early monitor varieties of crops, in such a way that even if the rain stops before time, you can still have good harvest. And because of these climate change issues, we're having resurgence in pests and diseases. So our farmers are encouraged to use pests or disease-tolerant varieties.
While they explained that farmers can access the improved seedlings from the Ministry of Agriculture and any other recognized outlets if they are in need of it, just as Ilak and Peter say in Benue, the agrochemical resilience in arid landscapes is working with the government and World Bank to support farmers in the environment.
Considering the fact that even land availability is not much, so the little land that we have to maximize its usage. If we don't maximize its usage by adopting this climate smart agriculture that I'm talking about, definitely we are going to have food shortage. And
all these things are causing a problem to agriculture, reducing productivity. So there is need to guide against some of these activities, caution the effect of climate change. Benue Akrisa, sponsored by the collaboration of the state government, have been doing wonderful in the areas of mitigating the issue of climate change.
The increase in the dependency ratio of imported crude by NNPC Limited, which is the major Nigerian oil firm, has drastically affected every sector of the economy since Nigeria depends on oil. To this end, the for modular refineries to start refining products locally amid increase in dollar rate continue to rise amid the federal government's plan to start selling crude oil to a refinery in Nigeria come October 1st, 2024. In this report, our correspondent Dele Fason takes a look at modular refineries in Nigeria as regards the capacity and affordability. The report.
Nigeria currently has 25 modular refineries, with only 5 operationally producing kerosene, diesel, black oil, after, though the aim is to reduce the nation's dependency on imported refined petroleum products. The capacity and other challenges has been a major source of discourse. A professor of applied physics and an associate professor of energy University of Petroleum Resources in Efron Delta State stress on the capacity of modular refineries in meeting the needs of Nigerians.
Yes, if we upgrade the capacity of the artisanal refinery, I'm very sure that in no distant time, they can meet the needs of Nigeria petrol product and other related product from the crude. We can even expand to move to other neighboring countries because we have the crude, the market is there, and also the technology is there.
We need to secure local refineries by giving them a crude and let them pay in naira so that they are not at the risk of the volatility of the dollar and the global oil market trends. That way, you will be able to secure the local refinery. Again, it's a known fact that energy is a security matter.
They charge the federal government to allocate crude oil to modular refineries, solving challenges facing the petroleum sector.
If looking at the exchange rate today, we don't need to export to import for us to get the final product. That will eliminate this exchange rate issue. Therefore, we also advocate that government should allocate crude to these people instead of tapping it illegally to reduce this cost of export and import of the product. And in so doing, you see that the price of this product would come down drastically because it is locally extracted, refined, and we will use it locally.
It's a known fact that energy is a security matter. And in all spheres of the world where there are proper development, the government has a way of intervening and subsidize energy for production, specifically energy for production. So if there is an attempt to regulate the policy to sell crude in naira, it will also reduce the pressure on the forex, not just dollar and any other foreign currency of those who are coming to participate in the oil and gas and energy sector.
Meanwhile, as the news of the federal government readiness to commence sales of crude oil in naira to the Dangote refinery